Palliative care, to me, is the care of the living.
David is my full-time carer, and he does look after me. Particularly since I've been sick, David has really stepped up to provide really, really good care. And he's just always there. I know I can count on him. I quite often tell people how blessed I am to have David in my life. He has always stepped up.
I guess sometimes in your life you, I would say, romanticise things of how you think they will be, but sometimes they can be very, very different and like sort of hit you left field, I guess, like Paul's illness. You know, I'm just so thankful I've still got Paul here today, and we can still share each other. Because I think I'd be very lost without him.
The thing is, we don't know exactly what's ahead of us. It doesn't particularly worry you, but you can accept it. It's still harder on the partner, I feel, than anybody else.
He said, "You want to get married?" And he went and got me my ring. We had about 70 guests, all of my favourite people, and I stayed until the very bloody end of that wedding. I was exhausted and I was tired, but I was not going home. My husband put me in the wheelchair and tucked me in with all my blankies and pushed me home, because we got married at the pub that was 2 doors up from our house, nice and simple. And he pushed me home, and that was our wedding.
She made me laugh. She made me remind myself that even though she was at the end of her life, it's important to celebrate those times and be able to share that joy with somebody, even me, a stranger a few months ago.
We see them, we see that they are a person. They aren't just a number, they have a whole life, and they are not just their disease.
I have cancer, but that's just one part of me. It's not the be-all and end-all, it's just one part of me. I used to be a nurse, and I really miss nursing. I'm lucky I've got other pursuits, so I can do little bits and pieces in the garden.
Palliative care, to me, is the care of the living, because Barry is still alive and I'm alive, and hopefully making our life as good as it can be during this period. I don't think it'd be as good as it is without that palliative care team. I've got someone who is a backup for me, that I'm not alone.
All I knew was what the word palliative meant, that you're dying. I didn't know all the little things that come with palliative, which these amazing people deal with on a daily basis. They are there for me every moment of every day. When my family aren't there, they are the ones that I call. So they have become my second family. They may not know that, but I hope they do now.
They are the one who help me and kids to just stay focused on our health, and for kids to tell them what dad is going through, what mom is going through, and how we can, go out of this situation. It was only Sheridan who explained to them that dad is too sick to survive. Maybe he's not going to be with us one day. And they listened to her so carefully, and that was just a relief.
The most rewarding part of my job is being able to come to work every day and see that I've accomplished something, whether it's something small, something big, with my patients and their families.
You are coming to the end of your life, a very delicate and in some ways vulnerable stage, and you cannot operate as a palliative care professional without giving all to not only the person but their loved ones and their community.
Palliative care is more than a patient and their diagnosis. It's more than their illness. It's reaching out to another person with compassion, with empathy, and with kindness.
Palliative care is more than, the medical side of things, the treatment side of things. It's about involving our palliative care volunteers. It's about involving our carers and having a holistic approach that can support everyone involved in a patient's palliative care journey.
Palliative care is more than any other nursing job I have ever done in my life. It's the culmination of the whole. It is more than fitting a system. It is about the person, their family, and just getting everybody in together just to move through that time.